Right. Let's take a little bit of a walk in the garden. It's like beautiful. Yeah. It's a chill bed over here, and so gonna see some cilantro. Mhm. Yeah. So we're gonna be harvesting this. So I figured I'll just do a walk. Uh, this is why we garden. Not much of a talker. Just enjoy the video. So over here, I had to put the bird netting over it because the birds were really messing it up. So this salad, the salad bed, lettuce, I think some bok choy. First time growing this. You can see we have a little bit of insect pressure. Broccoli, not too many. Also, first time growing broccoli. Over here, I planted okra. Never planted okra before, but it's taking a minute to come up. We also did some squash over here, corner. So plan of the idea is to come up and grow over the top. Here, rainwater. All right, pump this up from the reservoir down there. So it's been raining since yesterday over here. So I got, I think it's about 55 gallons. Some that one over there, got one over here. This is full too. Whew, that is full. And I added another one actually over here. Take a look. We added this here. So that is also full. So it's gonna help a lot. And all this, all of the green side is coming from down here. So we got this over here. So I think I pumped this once this morning all the way up there. So what I figured out, I think I was wasting water. I had this one going down here. But I left it up, filled up. So I'm gonna pump this one up to over there, but eventually we'll have a better system. So actually what we'll do, open this one up, fill this so we can pump it up so the continuous raining and have more water. Yeah. We're gonna let that flow in there. It's just a harbor freight pump. Just pumps the water so it'll trickle down. If it does, let's walk. Alright, corn free. It's gonna get harvested. So corn free. Had that for a few years. Uh, I'm not good with blueberries. It's a blueberry bush over there. Kind of messy, but you need that. So I have a roll cover on this because we've had very cold nights going into the 40s. So I figured I'd do a roll cover, and as you can see, as you can see, this one over here Guys, doing a little bit better. Uh, the peppers are not the best at being frost hardy, so planted some peppers over here. Don't ask me what variety is it. Just yeah, we all of it. Got a bunch of them, so I think we'll find out at the end of the year what we have. But mostly hot. Actually, all of them are hot peppers. Didn't do much bell peppers for my hot sauces. So we did kale all around, and doing the row cover actually helped. Uh, so kale that we planted a while back. I'm gonna be harvesting this, so I think I'd rather just do a whole tour and see, right? So got a we eat a lot of kale, a lot of it. This year is pretty much empty, so I'm gonna be doing peppers and oh, got that right over there. What do they call that? It's not parsley. I'll tell you when I remember. So to see still coming up, I think I put some amaranth over here. And these are self-seeding. These are flowers, self-seeded. And this is the amaranth coming up. You can see it. So soon, when the weather gets hotter, it's gonna overwhelm everything. It's a bunch of seeds. Had a friend of mine who traveled to India. Brought me some seeds last year. So not sure what the seeds were. Sort of mix of them. So I just seeded them here. So we'll see how that goes as the year goes by. Right. So we'll plant our own after. It's another bed, almost fully planted here. So uh, kale. You can see a lot of kale. Tomatoes, poor basil, got beat up by the frost. Let's pinch that here though so it can get bigger. But once the weather gets better, should recover. So kale, tomatoes, they got beat up by the frost too. But once it gets warmer, do a little bit better. So here, kale. So if you look back at a bunch of my videos, we did I let this is Russian kale, well Russian something. So I let a bunch of these go to seed and then I save it, then just come seed it and look what we have. So have a lot of kale starts here. I'm gonna transplant this. This is where I got the kale that I showed you on all those beds. So right here. So I have a lot to give out to friends. I'm gonna be giving out a lot of this because it's not gonna work. Uh, some carrots over under here. Haven't come up yet. Never had that much luck with carrots. My family's not a big fan of carrots, so they don't eat that much. I mean, how much of this one? Over here, this is kale actually, very big. So follow along to see how that goes. This part here, I think that's empty. Uh, I think these are beets. I need to clean this one out. And this is empty, so we're gonna be planting this. I have some cilantro seeds over here, but I was waiting for it to warm up a little bit. So we can plant some more peppers over here. Mhm. Never mustard greens. They coming up everywhere. That's a mustard green. So a little flower bed. You can see. I think here we did what? We did zinnias, some sunflowers, it's a little chamomile coming up. So this is a self-seeded over the last 2 years. So it's gonna be like that. So chamomile coming up over here, right? Sunflower. I have a lot of sunflowers, a lot of other flowers. Another flower bed over here. Alright. Alright. Look at that. This is probably not going to work because not for it's not for not roster for our climate, but I want to see how it does. I forget the name of what. Uh, do I remember? I'll let you know. All right. I haven't planted out these ones. This one I'll check. So, this is this is for blackberry, blueberry bush. I'm not that good at blueberries, so yeah. So, this the other one, kale bed, doing pretty good. Almost due for harvesting. Right. Ha, it's my grapevine over here. So the plan is for this to form a fence going all the way down there. See my little birdhouse? So these actually we have how many bushes? This is a this is a seedless comfort grape. See, comes up from there. It's about 3 years old. All right. So seedless. So um very heavy feeder. So I do it like this. Well, it's gonna form a fence, and I don't do much pruning. All right here. So it's actually two. All right. That's another one, and that is number three. All right. This is the other part of the garden. Uh, Flowers, raised bed, got some kale, mint. It's gonna pretty much take over this. Okay. So a lot of here's just flowers. Got a raised bed over here. This is mainly gonna be a spice bed, spice bed. Rosemary. It's an annual around here, so most probably I'll transplant it. We haven't planted out here. Oh, got some more water. So I'm gonna pump up and fill this one. See how it goes. It got damaged last year with too much water. So bad. So maybe. So I planted out more than peppers. This is the ultimate flower bed, so this one goes wild. So a lot of sunflowers. And we'll do a little bit. You'll see it more. Lavender, more flowers. Comfrey. Oh, I need to manage this better. It's gone crazy on the last few. More kale. This is another raised bed. We need to plant out more. A bunch of kale seeds. More kale and more kale. Like, plant what you can. So stuff doesn't go to waste. And we got a little basil here that is struggling a little bit. All right. So, it's always relaxing. Just taking a walk through the garden, and it's not a lot of space, but very therapeutic. My space is sage, and this is time. So sage will overwinter in our climate. It's just regular normal garden sage. Uh, the time I'm not so sure, so I may have to plant it again. Ha, rhubarb, and it's also spreading everywhere too. Comfrey taking over everywhere. Rhubarb coming up over there. Can't blame it. It's mostly a flower bed over here, but I think I planted some time over here. So see how this will go.